today?
With the help of the Almighty, we are Jews, true to the Jewish religion, and we are here to stand in solidarity with the people of Gaza, the people of Palestine, and with the students of Columbia in this new semester to declare to the world that it is not anti-Semitic to stand up for the downtrodden, for the people who are being murdered in Gaza. And that's why we're here, because the students, thank God, in the last almost 10 months, they're standing up and they're pleading for the people of Gaza, and they're being accused of being anti-Semitic, of being against Jews. Even though there's thousands who are Jewish themselves, the students, but they're being accused of being thrown out and they're suspended from the universities. The professors are losing tenure. And so we are here to stand in solidarity and say to the world, this is it's a false, it's a Zionist attack that's totally corrupt and false. There is many Jewish students here, finally, amongst non-Jewish students who have broken that sailing, that they were afraid to speak up because of the fear of being accused of being anti-Semitic. My grandparents were killed in Auschwitz. We know what anti-Semitism is. To stand in opposition to occupation of a people, to killing, to oppressing a people, this is not anti-Semitism. And the Jewish communities around the world, till today, you will find are anti-Zionist. If you go just out of Manhattan, the largest community is Williamsburg, Brooklyn, there's not one Israeli flag because it is totally contradictory. The Zionism with Judaism. Judaism is subservience to God, to do kindness, and Zionism is occupying a selfish, flawed nationalist movement which is unacceptable. Yet the world equates the two, and the Zionists wave the flag, the Star of David, and then claim it's anti-Semitic if you speak against them. It's as if it's Judaism, and that there's a religious conflict. It's not a religious conflict. People are buying into the Zionist narrative because they've enjoyed the microphone for 76 years and more. If you will just look at our history, we have a distinctly different religion than the Muslims, yet we coexisted in the same courtyard. We babysat each other's children by declaring them inhumane and dehumanizing the people of Palestine and calling them evil. That is an ugly narrative of Zionism. It's false. These are human people, beautiful people. We live together, and we have to, even as Jews, show our appreciation, our gratitude to the Muslim countries that took us through the hundreds of years of inquisition, of blood libels, and so far in Europe, and yet we coexist. So it's totally a Zionist narrative. Instead of turning the spotlight on the real cause of this hate and rift and bloodshed, which is the occupation, they try to vilify the victims. We will not stand by. It's so deplorable that they're not only are they oppressing and vilifying and dehumanizing the people of Palestine, but they're accusing them that they're anti-Semitic, and they're using the religion as if they are God's heroes when they are the heretics. They're going against the word of God, and they're going against the words of the rabbinical authorities. It's just beyond comprehension how the world continually supports and supplies them with arms to commit these atrocities. We are pleading with the world that the Jewish people are in the same court together with the people of Palestine. You're not anti-Semitic by standing up and clarifying to the world that we are together, Jews and Palestinians, and we want to live in peace as we've had for all the years, and the only impediment to peace is the implementation of the occupation of the Zionist state of Israel. That is what the issue is here, and the Zionists have such a power that they're able to intimidate the political leaders that they suspend students for standing up for what is godly. The Jewish religion does not permit the Jewish people to kill or steal, or even to have occupation, their homeland, supposedly, because we are in exile for 2,000 years and we have a covenant with God not to kill or steal. The Zionist establishment of the State of Israel is a ersatz Judaism, a transformation to nationalism that is totally contradictory to my religion. It's deplorable, it's despicable, and it is even anti-Semitic. It causes hate of Jewish people. It causes a rift between us and people of Palestine and Muslims around the world. Jews and Muslims lived together in Palestine for hundreds of years. What happened? The implementation of an occupation, a selfish movement that since then has driven a rift, has caused rivers of blood of Palestinians and Jews. We will not stand by silently, and we are urging the students, stand up and let us plead with the leaders of the United States and Europe that they should see, they should bring an end of this murder, of a speedy cessation of the occupation entirely, so we can live once again in peace and harmony as Judaism requires, as we have been doing for these hundreds of years. In fact, we accuse the Zionist state of Israel of being anti-Semitic, and they cause hate because people think that we Jews are the more religious, the more you support the state. So people are angry at Jews because it only exacerbates anti-Semitism. It drives a rift between the world and the Jewish people. It's a danger for the Jews. It cheapens the word anti-Semitism. I'm a child of, my father escaped the Nazis when they came to Hungary. His parents were killed in Auschwitz. That was anti-Semitism. The Nazis wanted to kill the Jews. By using this terminology, anti-Semitism, that the Zionists use as one of the major weapons, and to refer to anybody who opposes their vicious international crimes, what they're doing to the people of Palestine, the tens of international crimes that they breach, and to then accuse the ones who stand up against them as being anti-Semitic, they're making that word anti-Semitism cheap, like it has no value. It's just one of the other issues that we're talking about. Of course, we're watching the people of Palestine suffering, and we cannot be silent. That's the issue here.
Perfect.
So we are here to support and stand together with the students of Columbia, and and we plead with the world leaders. They should stop supporting this genocide. They should immediately see that it should not go on anymore. The genocide, not give them arms, not give them any military aid. They should be stopped immediately. The murder of the people of Palestine, and it should be a free Palestine. We hope there should be a catalyst, just like by the apartheid. It was the student bodies that finally made the political leaders uncomfortable enough to stop supporting racism and to disqualify it and to wipe it off the map of the government bodies, that there should not be South Africa an apartheid state, but rather be a free state. The same thing will be here. Palestine will be free. And when they say from the river to the sea, it means free, that we can coexist. Like I can show you that for hundreds of years, Jews and Muslims, prior to Zionism, we lived together in peace. We lived in harmony. The narrative of Zionism is, again, so repugnant because the difference of religion was never an impediment to coexistence. The occupation is the cause of this hate and rivers of blood of Palestinians and Jews alike.
Thank you so much, Rabbi. Thank you.
We hope that just like apartheid, eventually it was the students, the grassroots, that were able to eventually influence the political leaders to stop supporting apartheid. And today there is no question in anybody's mind that it's a terrible, criminal concept of apartheid. The same thing will be that the world will recognize that the occupation of the Palestinian people is beyond the crime. It's satanic. In fact, Jews are being brutally beaten. That's sprayed with that stink water in Jerusalem to discourage demonstrations. They get arrested, they get killed, they get in tens of thousands. They demonstrate in Jerusalem. Nobody even covers this. And in front of the White House, they get arrested because they refuse to serve in the army. They get brutally beaten, children and old men. Army does this to them, and we're never armed. They cannot accuse the religious Jews of being terrorists because we don't carry guns or knives, never for 76 years. This is what the Zionists are enjoying. The sole coverage in the media, and whatever they say is considered holy and godly. Well, in truth, they are satanic. They're killing people, thousands and tens of thousands of people of Palestinian cry and